Hi, it's Alexis Hasselberger, time management and productivity coach. Do you feel guilty if you take the easy way out? I don't think you should, and I want to share with you why. So, a couple of weeks ago, I was in a session with one of my clients, and I was offering to help him with something that he's been struggling to do on his own. And he said, okay, well, if I can't do it by myself over the next couple of weeks, then when we meet again, you can help me. But I don't want to take the easy way out. And my first thought, my first instinct was, why not? Why don't you want to take the easy way out? I always want to take the easy way. If there's a way for me to do something that is going to take less effort, less stress, is going to be easier, more efficient, that's the way I want to do things. I don't want to take the hard way. And so I thought, I wonder if this is something that a lot of people are struggling with. There's some sort of guilt around taking the easy way. And I don't think there should be. And here's why. Because, we have a lot of things that we want to do in life in addition to the things that we have to do in life. And I think that those things we want to do are equally as important. And so if we can find easier ways to achieve high quality results and all the things that we have to get done, well, then we're going to have more time to do the stuff that we want to do. And so if you are thinking to yourself, well, I don't know, I'm just doing things the way I'm doing it. I don't know if there's an easier way. I want to share with you a few different strategies that you can use to ask yourself, is there an easier way I could do this? When you're struggling with something, to be asking, is there a better way? Is there an easier way? So the first method I want to share is just asking for help. This is so simple, and yet it's often the quickest way to get something done that we need to get done. So ask somebody. If you are sitting there trying to move a big, heavy piano across the room and there's somebody else sitting on the couch, ask them to get up and help you move it, right? If you are working on a project at work, and you have no idea where to get started, ask somebody who's done it before. If you are trying to figure out how to do something around your house and you're really struggling with it and you're trying to read the instructions, ask Google, ask Siri, ask Alexa, get a YouTube video, ask for help. There's somebody who's likely done it before or could help you to get there faster and easier. Now, another way that we can take the easy way is to batch process things. So to do like work at the same time to make things a little easier for ourselves. So a good example of this is, let's say you're making soup, double that recipe, make two batches of soup and freeze one of them, and then you'll have soup later, right? And think about how you can do this in lots of different ways in your life, not always about food preparation, but how can you do the things that, were going to take you more time and effort anyways, and just do them right now in the moment while you're doing more of that other thing, like email, like paying bills, all of these things that we can batch together is going to make it a lot easier for us going forward. Now, a third way that we can make things easy for ourselves is to use templates. I am a giant fan of templates. I love templates. I use templates to mean almost anything. So a template is a checklist, or it's a process document, or it's a grocery list, or a packing list, or an email template, so that you don't have to, continually muster up the energy about how to say no. You just have a template where you nicely say no. Maybe 70% of the emails that I send start out with a template. It makes things much easier and faster. So where can you use templates? You might spend a little bit of upfront effort making the template the first time, but you're going to save yourself so much time going forward. And even better, there are lots of templates out there that you don't even have to create yourself. There are templates that exist on the internet. Maybe somebody else that is doing something similar to you has a template that you could use. For instance, like for graphic design stuff, I'm terrible at that. So I just use Canva templates. They have tons of beautiful templates, and I start with that. It makes my life so much easier. And then lastly, there's a way that we can make things easier, and that's by sharing the load, right? By outsourcing, by delegating. Like, we don't have to do it all by ourselves. We can, when I said we could ask for help, right? But are there other ways that we can get help without even asking, right? If we have it in our budget to outsource some things that just don't feel like they're worth our own time or are hard for us or difficult for us, then let's outsource those things. For instance, I'm not a very handy person. If my sink is leaking or my garbage disposal is breaking, like, I'm not going to spend the time to figure that out. I'm just going to hire someone to do it, right? If there is no budget in your room, in your life for outsourcing, then where can you delegate, right? Delegating, asking for help, outsourcing, they're all kind of the same thing, but just slightly different ways of going about it. For instance, What about if you have kids at home? Are there things you could delegate to them so that you're not doing all the work? I don't clean the kitchen at my house anymore. I've got a couple of kids and they are perfectly capable, and that is their job now. That saves me a lot of time. It is an easier way for me to get things done. So if you're thinking to yourself, "Ugh, this is just hard. It's a slog, whatever it is I'm doing," I want you to think about, is there an easier way that you could get things done? And if you have an easy way, some method I haven't even thought of, or an example that you'd like to share, drop it in the comments here and let us.
Hey, it's Aries, the video editor here. I just want to quickly tell you to like and subscribe and comment because we're trying to get monetized and um yeah, and if you comment, it helps out with the YouTube algorithm. And just liking and subscribing and even just checking if you're subscribed would be cool because sometimes YouTube unsubscribes you.